Hello everyone, Data here, and welcome to a special upload today as we will be attempting to hit as many home runs as possible on MLB The Show 24 with Vladimir Guerrero Jr. With the challenge being that for every home run we hit, we'll be adding a 99 overall player or a player in that range to the Washington Nationals, who we will be relocating back to Montreal as the Montreal Expos. Then, with as stacked a roster as possible, we'll see if that Expos team can win a World Series. This is an idea that comes as a collaboration with my friend CP3EP, who has done the same challenge with Aaron Judge, and as a big Expos fan himself, CP3EP found my channel through my current Expos franchise mode series, and he put forth the challenge. After almost 1,000 videos and live streams, this is my first ever collab kind of video, so a big thank you to CP3EP, who makes a ton of great content himself, mostly Madden rebuilds and what-if videos on top of some MLB, and soon some EA College Football 25. So if that's speaking to you, be sure to check out his channel, which will be linked in the description below. You won't regret it. And while you're here, we do a ton of franchise mode and career simulations on the channel here as well, so take a second to explore here too. So with all that being said, we'll be player locked to Vlad Jr. in this challenge in honor of his father, Vlad Sr., who's one of the greatest Expos of all time. And seeing as how we can have 26 players on an MLB roster, we'll have 26 at-bats to hit as many home runs as possible. So as you can see, great contact, 83 power against righties and 71 power against lefties. So fingers crossed that we'll get some righties. We're going to go ahead and randomize the games through those 26 at-bats. So if we were going to get an average of maybe 4 at-bats per game, they'll give multiple different pitchers that we'll face, and we'll make it as fair as possible. So if I go ahead and choose the Toronto Blue Jays, as that's where Vlad Jr. currently plays before we get him onto the Nationals turning into the Expos, we'll randomize it, let's say 5 times each time we start a new game. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. First game against the Boston Red Sox, Blue Jays, Red Sox, with the player lock being on Vlad Jr. here at Fenway Park. Gosman on the mound, no problem. Lock onto Guerrero, and let's get started. I've done a ton of MLB The Show franchise mode, but not a ton of playing myself, so I'm doing dynamic difficulty, and here's the proof for it right here. I wouldn't say I need rookie, but also legendary might be a bit too crazy, so let's go on dynamic and see what kind of luck we can get here against Nick Pivetta for our first game. It might take a little bit of time for me to get into my groove, but 26 at-bats, that's enough time to get into it, I think. Oh, that's going to be a pop-up, unfortunately, so I was late on that one, very late. And there is at-bat number 1, and that's 25 to go now. At-bat number 2 against Pivetta still, here in the top of the 4th inning. Yeah, okay, there's something, some good timing. Bonsoir, elle est partie. Placata, there's number 1. So 1 for 2, not bad. 2 down, 24 to go. There is our first. There's a 99 overall player or someone in that range being added to our squad. Not a bad start, 1 for 2. At bat number 3 now, coming off of that home run. Pivetta still on the mound here for the top of the 6th inning in this game against the Red Sox. No, don't like that. Swing on that. Ooh, that's going to go down for a single. Does he even get to first? He gets to first at least, but not what we needed there. So there is attempt number 3. At bat number 4 now, it's Zach Kelly on the mound as we are in the top of the 7th inning of this game now. Ooh, first pitch swinging. That's going to be a catch there by the shortstop. All right, so that may just be game 1. I know we got one more. 5th at bat in this first game. Still against Zach Kelly, top of the 9th now. 1 for 4 for home runs on the day. Can we end off with one more? Ooh, is that going to go? No, I got a trophy for it. If you stare, it might stay fair. So that was, I guess that went just left of the foul pole there. So good power, good timing. And then I go swinging for it after that. At least I got a trophy out of it. But that'll end game 1. 5 at-bats down with 1 home run. Still 19 to go. Game 2 now, randomizing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 against the Baltimore Orioles. At-bat number 6 up against Corbin Burns. This is going to be a tough matchup here in this second game for our next 4 or 5 at-bats. Oh man, that was a nasty curve. Got me swinging on that very early. The speeds get me, that's the tough part. You'll have high 90s, then low 80s. There we go. Okay, Corbin. Makes me look silly on the curveball, but then perfect for home run number 2. 2 for 6 now. Attempt number 7 now. We'll swing on that, but very late. And I go down swinging. Oh, those sliders outside. Oh, Corbin making me look silly. We're going back and forth here with Corbin. It's going to be a battle here as we get home run on the first attempt, but then swinging and going fishing on that other one. Attempt number 8 now. Man, that curveball on the outside again. I do well, I think, well enough on the inside and down low, but on the outside to the right gets me. There's attempt number 8. Number 9 coming up now. Now against Craig Kimbrell here in the top of the 8th. Oh, that knuckle curve got me good. Kimbrell got me good in this one. The Orioles got me good. We got one to start it off, but the Orioles got us good in this one. Game 3 now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up against the Colorado Rockies. This might be a good situation for us at Coors Field. Facing Kyle Freeland, a lefty here at Coors Field, so not as favorable of a situation for Vladdy to start off attempt number 10. Working a nice little at-bat here. Good timing, but couldn't get the right power on it into a double play. We worked a good at-bat, but whether it be a good at-bat and a single or a ground out or whatever it might be, it's not a home run. All right, attempt number 11 now up against Freeland again. We had a good at-bat last time. Let's try to replicate that. Yes, again, good timing, but it's just not getting the right power on it. Good single, but not what we're looking for. Jays are getting smoked here. 11-0 Rockies for attempt number 12.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Okay, there's something. Bit early. Is that going to have enough on it? No. Could go for 2 even, just for fun. Can we go for 2, Vladdy? Go for 2. Not even. In theory, should have slid there, but I wasn't really looking for a double. Whether it be a double, triple, whatever, it's not a home run. Attempt number 13 now against Jake Bird. Oh, man. Good timing again, and this time against a righty. But just can't get the right power on it. Alright, so there's another game down. 3 for 4 in that game, but no home runs. Let's get back on the horse for this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, facing the Giants. Facing Logan Webb to begin attempt number 14 now. Okay, some good power on that, but just going to go down for a single, unfortunately. Too bad. Attempt number 15 now. Woo, okay. Okay, could that be something? A bit early, but finally the streak is broken. From attempt 6 to 15. Finally another one. There's number 3. Sheesh, come on, with like 10 more attempts to go, we got to get into this. Number 3. It's a lot of good singles, a lot of good contact, but just the 3rd home run. Now we're getting back into things. Attempt number 16 here, still against Logan Webb. Circle change got me really good at that at-bat. Logan Webb answers after the home run. Now it's Mason Black for attempt 17. I like it. Ooh, but good timing even. Up the middle for a single, but not what we need. We have one more in this one. Yes, attempt 18 against Kyle Harrison. And into a ground out to first, unfortunately. That'll be this one. So at least we got a home run out of the Giants, but through 18 attempts, that is 3 home runs. Couple more games to go. We got to make them worth it. 3 for 5 game there, but only 1 home run from Vlad. Next game, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, facing the New York Mets. Attempt number 19, starting off Jose Quintana, another lefty now. Not as great for Vlad. Okay, there's something with good timing against the lefty. And that will be out of here. Bonsoir, elle est partie for attempt number 19. There's just the 4th home run. I've been working my hardest here. Like I said, I'm not a big usual player of MLB The Show. I'm usually in franchise mode, but I'm doing my best. There's number 4 as we're going into attempt number 20 now. Oh no, difficulty is up to veteran plus in the top left corner you can see there. Not good news for me. Good, wow, good timing, but contact missed. Great, that's just what I needed. Okay, there's something, but that's going to go up the middle for a single. Alright, well, I'm happy to get one against a lefty at least, especially the difficulty going up. Who knows how many more will come. Facing Phil Bickford now, another righty in here, so at least that's a favorable matchup. Ooh, hit by pitch. I'm going to say that's not going to count as one, though. It has to be either, yeah, just hit by pitch won't count, so attempt number 21 will carry over. Redo for attempt 21 now, still against Phil Bickford. Working a good at-bat here into a full count. My discipline's going up a little bit. It took 20 attempts, my discipline's going up at least. Eee, the slider gets me. Alright. There's attempt 21. Bickford got it. Worked my way to a full count, but not good enough. And that one will end with another home run. We got against a lefty in this one. Vlad 2 for 3 with a home run, so at least we'll take that. Now for the final full game, possibly the final game overall, we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and face the Pittsburgh Pirates. Hopefully that's a favorable matchup for starting at bat number 22. Facing the righty Mitch Keller for attempt number 22. We'll see if we get 5 at-bats out of the Pirates or if it'll spill into one more game. The righty deals. And that's okay. That's all right. Good contact. Is it going? It's out of here. Bonsoir, elle est partie. First pitch swinging 421 feet, and there is home run number 5. Thank goodness. Going into this challenge with just 4 probably wouldn't have been enough. 5 is fringe, but let's push for 6. That's great to start things off, though. Up against Keller again now in the 3rd inning for attempt 22. Yeah, Keller was angry on that one. The cutter gets me. He was angry. It's all right. All right. 1 strikeout, 1 home run. Attempt number 24, the 3rd meeting between Vladdy and Keller. Yeah. Oh, perfect, perfect. Let's go. Placata, baby. There is number 6. Is that the first time we get 2 in 1 game? My goodness. All right, so attempt number 24 gives us our 6th with 2 more attempts to go. 6 makes me feel a lot more comfortable with this challenge. If we can get like maybe 3 pitchers, 3 batters, 452 feet for Vladdy. Bonsoir, 25. Attempt number 25 coming up now. Facing Contreras now in the top of the 7th, possibly the last at-bat against the Pirates. Ooh, nice slider. Got me good. Got me good. I'll give it to him. 2 strikeouts, 2 home runs in this one. Do we have attempt number 26 against the Pirates, or does it spill over? Yes, we have it. So we'll finish off here against the Pirates. We're down 6-3. The final at-bat of this challenge against David Bednar. If you've watched our franchise mode series, we did a whole one on MLB The Show 23 with the Pirates. Well, you know the feelings on this channel towards David Bednar. And, oh, the 12-6 just came in, but we were late on it. Bednar gets me. It's crazy. I hit these great, perfect home runs sometimes. Other times, I'm just made to look silly. Like I said at the beginning, I don't play very often. I'm more of a franchise mode guy. But to get 6 home runs, I'll take it. Vlad didn't have 99 power or anything. So 6 home runs. Now we can begin the challenge as he went 2 for 5 in this game. So beginning the challenge now, we'll start new with current rosters, going to the Washington Nationals, and relocating them back to the Montreal Expos. Bienvenue, re-bienvenue. We're very happy to have the Expos back in La Belle Province. Of course, forced trades turned on since we'll be acquiring these high overall players without much to send back the other way. And now here we are. Check out those Expos jerseys. We got 6 players to add, so let's use them wisely. I'm going to do a little research and think about which ones would be best to acquire. So trade number 1 for the Montreal Expos obviously would be to go out and acquire Vlad Guerrero Jr. Following in his father's footsteps, coming to Montreal Expos with forced trades on. It's an easy swap. So there you go. Welcome, Vladdy. The city that he was born in, now playing for. That's 1, 5 to go. The next would be another obvious one, acquiring Shohei Ohtani. It's going to be tough for the budget, actually, because as much as trade value doesn't matter, the budget still does. So what we'll end up doing is trading Corbin and Williams for Ohtani and Hayward, and then I'll just flip Hayward somewhere else, because if not, the budget would never work. Next up has to be Acuna Jr. and Spencer Strider, 2 players, 99 and 97 overall respectively, only making 9.3 and 12.5 million. I believe we can flip Steven Strasburg. There you go. Beautiful. That frees up a lot of money. There's 2 more spots. If we have about 25 million to play with, and we look at players max making about 14 million, David Bednar might be the best choice to get a relief pitcher or a closing pitcher, because we don't want to have such a good team that just can't close it out. So as much as we have had our history with David Bednar, if you've followed the series here on the channel, our MLB The Show 23 series when we were with the Pittsburgh Pirates, as much as you know the history that we have with David Bednar, I think it would make sense to acquire him. So we'll get him as our closing pitcher. We have room for 1 more. So technically that's 3 bats if you have Acuna Jr., Ohtani, and Guerrero. 2 starting pitchers in Ohtani and Strider. Closing pitcher. 1 more player we can get if we can bring in about 20 million, but also trade out 5 million. So we can bring in about 25 million. We can really get someone who is going to be expensive. 25 million. Might be Yordan Alvarez. It might be, with the contact and that power. Yeah, I think it's going to be Alvarez who we go out and acquire here. So Alvarez making 14.3, not a big issue. We'll send back Zach Davies, and there you have it. There are our 6 players for this challenge from the 6 home runs that we hit with Vladdy Jr., Acuna Jr., Ohtani, Strider, Alvarez, Bednar, and Guerrero Jr. Let's set up this lineup. And here's our lineup for the challenge. After hitting 6 home runs, this is how we look. Acuna Jr. leading off, Alvarez, Ohtani, Guerrero Jr. The rest of the team will have to find some value in the Lane Thomases and the Luis Garcias of the world. Good contact. Hopefully they can find their way. Menesi's good contact. Hopefully it can work out for them. And when it comes to the rotation, yes, Ohtani is Strider. That's a great 1 and 2. Gray, Gore, Rutledge, that's where it's going to be tough. We chose essentially 1 extra bat in, let's say, a Guerrero Jr. over 1 more pitcher in our rotation. Will that end up being what hurts us the most. We have David Bednar as the closer. Should we have gone for another starter? We'll see here. Always some questions we can ask for the next time we do this challenge. But for now, we're the 6th ranked team, 3rd in contact, 13th in power, 7th in pitching, but 30th in defense and 21st in speed. Let's sim to the All-Star break and see how things look by then. Okay, so at the All-Star break, let's see the home run derby. Did any of our players make it? Yes, Yordan Alvarez making it from the Expos. There you go. We have one representative there at a 52-45 record here at the All-Star break, I should say. If we look at the NL All-Stars, do we have any members from the Expos in the lineup? We see David Bednar. All right, we got one for the pitching staff. No Ohtani, no Strider. Okay. And for the bats, we have Yordan Alvarez, Ronald Acuna Jr. So we have 2 in the starting lineup. Ohtani as a batter is here. And I believe that would be it. All right, so we have some representatives from the Expos here with a record that is thankfully above 500. The NL defeats the AL, and we'll keep on simulating now to the end of the year. And just a quick little check-in on how the lineup looks at this point. I made a couple changes, well, very small one. Meneses and Abrams, I swapped them in the batting order. Lane Thomas batting 215 is really hurting us, I have to admit. We have Alvarez batting 315 right now. And for the pitching rotation, our top guys are doing okay. I swapped Cavalli and Rutledge. Aside from that, Hunter Harvey looking good. David Bednar, solid enough. All right, on to the end of the season. Let's cross our fingers for the playoffs. 7.5 games back, the NL East, which we probably won't make. But the wild card, we're 1.5 games up on the Cubs. All right. Final games of the season here. Big win streak, then a big losing streak. It's going to be tight, and we just make it. Oh, my goodness, in the wild card with a record of 89-73. How close was it? 10 games back in the NL East, and just finishing 2 games up on the Giants. Whew. And we'll face the Cardinals that said, who went 87-75. We had a better record than them, but their division was weaker. All right, so in the end, let's see. Acuna Jr. bat 305, Alvarez 326, Ohtani only 289, but 37 home runs. Guerrero Jr. 37 home runs. Look at him in that Expos jersey, batting 294. Lane Thomas, it was not pretty for him. And when it came to the pitching rotation, Spencer Strider seemed to be our guy more than Ohtani. The game made some changes here because of the September call-ups, but I'll make sure to change anything that needs to be done myself. 48 saves from David Bednar. Looking at any awards that were won here, David Bednar, Reliever of the Year, Delivery Man of the Year award, and Yordan Alvarez won the Hank Aaron. I'm sure we had some runners-up here, like Alvarez, second runner-up for the NL MVP, Spencer Strider, runner-up for the Cy Young, Alvarez, runner-up for the batting title. I really wanted to get Freddie Freeman, but I knew bringing in Vlad Guerrero Jr. would make things difficult between first base, third base. On the team already, there's Garcia, there's Abrams, there's Meneses. If we had brought in like 12 new players, it would have been easy. But to keep into consideration, we're trying to merge the 2 teams together. That's what made it difficult. So if we do this again, it would have to be that we're trying to get some more home runs than I got with Vladdy. But I did okay. Strider led the MLB in strikeouts. Acuna Jr. led in runs. Alvarez in slugging percentage and also in on-base percentage. Freddie Freeman, I really wanted to get him. I know he simulates super, super well, but we're running without him, and I think that's about it. So now going into the postseason, we have a 3-game series here in the wild card against the St. Louis Cardinals. Game 1, Ohtani on the mound. I actually need to fix the lineups from the September call-ups. My apologies. Okay, we're ready now. Winner goes on to face the Phillies. Game 1, we win 10-5. Game 2, we win 10-3. And we're on to the NLDS to face the 2nd seed Phillies, who finished 99-63 to win our division. It's a best 3 out of 5. Game 1, 6-4 loss. Game 2, let me just make sure, because Mackenzie Gore should not be the one pitching. Gray can get one, I suppose, but we shouldn't need to go to Mackenzie Gore here. Should be back to Ohtani. Ohtani on the mound, perfect. 4-1 win, thank you very much. Rutledge on the mound, no. Back to Strider, thank you. 6-0 win, okay. Back to the rotation again. Now it would be, I guess we could go, could we keep it with Gore? 5.28 ERA. Let's go back to Gray, then back to Ohtani again, then back to Strider again. We'll do that. Hopefully the energy can keep up for this game. 8-6 win! Let's go! We're on to the NLCS to face the Dodgers. Wow! The Dodgers who beat the Diamondbacks 3-0. Wow, so I did not think we'd get this far, but here we go into the NLCS against the Dodgers. Game 1, 3-2 win. Game 2, 4-3 win! Gore's got to pitch somewhere in there, or at least Gray. Somebody, it can't be always just 3 pitchers. Do we give one to Gore, or do we stick with... We'll give one to Gore. Let's go. Mackenzie Gore. 6-3 win! Could we sweep the Dodgers? What? Let's go back to Ohtani now. Ohtani on the mound to beat the team we got him from. 4-3 loss. Now we're up 3-1, maybe facing the Astros in the World Series if we could make it. Let's get back to Strider at the top. Then it would be Gore here, then Ohtani there, okay? Let's do it here for the chance to go to the World Series. A 10-6 loss. Gore, I don't want, but why does he keep going back to Gore? Why back to Gore? No, back to Ohtani now. I guess I had a mistake there, all right. Now with Ohtani on the mound again, 3-2 loss, no! Up 3-0 on the brink of being reverse swept. Let's go into this one now and quick manage it. How did the energies look? On the road at Dodger Stadium, not at Stade Olympique, unfortunately. Gore didn't look bad, but both these guys are tired, Ohtani and Strider. So Mackenzie Gore will get the start. Ohtani is really tired, but we can't afford to rest him. I don't care what the game says. We gotta just play him. Let's play ball. Let's do it. Mackenzie Gore got rocked in the 3rd inning. We're going to go to Strider. He has a little bit of energy, so we're going to go to Strider for an inning here. He gets through it. 5th. Let's do one more from Strider, okay? 6th, nothing. Let's keep going. Fly out, ground out, strikeout. 7th inning. No runs. We're down by 3. Strikeout, single, strikeout, stolen base, fly out. Garcia, nothing. We'll go to David Bednar for the last couple innings here, down by 3 runs. We're going to get reverse swept here. Strikeout, single, fly out, fly out. 9th inning, it comes down to this. Alvarez, Ohtani, and Guerrero Jr. are three of our big acquisitions. It comes down to them. Yordan Alvarez, pitching change for Evans Phillips. He will single, bringing up Shohei Ohtani, who's batting .302. Look at him in that Expos uniform. Ohtani will walk for Vlad Guerrero Jr. What a moment for him. Now at a 95 overall to put his team through to the World Series. Swing double play. And it comes down to Lane Thomas batting 154. No, I'd rather have Stone Garrett come in here. Down to our last out, and he flies out. We get reverse swept by the Dodgers. One win away from the World Series. And we would have faced the Baltimore Orioles. Did they also reverse sweep? Too bad, man. So let's just sit to the end of the postseason to see it. In the end, the Dodgers defeat the Orioles in a 7-game series. Wow, so that was an exciting one, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for watching along. If you enjoyed it, let me know down here in the comments. Leave a like as well. And let me know what type of challenge would you want to see next. Who should be hitting home runs to try and build what team? What type of permutation would you want to see? I really enjoyed doing this, actually. I would love to do this again, so let me know what you want to see down here in the comments. Remember to go check out CP3EP's channel in the description. Thank you to him for reaching out and making this video possible. If you're watching this video on his channel, check out my channel, which I would presume would also be in the description, where you can join us for franchise mode series, career simulation. We're a great community that loves to build these teams and enjoy the process and the storylines that are made, and it'll be that much greater of a team with you as a part of it. So ladies and gentlemen, thanks once again for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already for all of our ongoing series and live streams. I look forward to seeing you once again in the next one when we tackle a new challenge. Allez les Expos!